camera's wiggling. Right. Part 3, okay, maintaining your motivation for your fitness, New Year's resolutions, long term. So if you're a week in, almost 2 weeks in, and you're starting to feel like you're flagging a little bit, this is some tips and ideas to work on to maintain that motivation to keep going. So in part 1, we looked at taking your power back by introducing resting and checking in with yourself and seeing where you're at. In day 2, we looked at looking at what is already working and what isn't working and identifying if there's anything that you can switch out. Now, part 3. So part 3, we're going to start looking at how you're talking to yourself. So I touched on that in video 1 and in video 2, but it's really, really important and fundamental. Ultimately, how you're talking to yourself and the stories that you have that back up the actions that you're taking make a huge difference to whether you can sustain what you've started or not. So quite a lot of the time it's really popular, it's really common, it's almost celebrated to use negative reinforcement with fitness goals. So pushing yourself forward by basically talking shit at yourself, self-criticism, or saying that you just need more willpower, things that basically take up a huge amount of energy that could be used to positively move you forward in your goals. So taking the first 2 parts, and again, I highly recommend using a journal. Journal is such a powerful tool for something like this. It's taking the time from day to day, especially if you've got that running monologue in your head, and observing it. So recognizing what thought patterns are commonly coming up. Now, you can do this for literally everything in your life, but in terms of your fitness and your nutrition journey, at the moment, what you want to be focusing on is looking at the thoughts and the criticisms and things that are coming up in relation to that. And I mean, even just by recognizing a negative thought that you have and taking that pause, it allows you to change the thought or change the direction of that thinking. So I'm not expecting perfection here as well and expecting a change straight away, but just getting really good at noticing what the thoughts are that are coming up. I should really have an example thought. I took a pause to be able to do it. So one might be, oh God, I'm so unfit. So something along the lines of that, you're probably going to be focusing on how hard it is. Again, the criticism of saying you're unfit. Now, when you're just starting out, you know, you've got to give yourself some time to adapt. And fitness as a concept as well is relative. And if you keep on going and you're consistent, you are going to get fitter. So something like that, I mean, there's going to be lots of different ones that come up, but if you can recognize the thoughts that are coming up, use a journal, note them down. So anyone that comes up, because the more aware of the thoughts that you have, the more able you are to go in and change them or replace them. Because as I say, negative thinking and self-criticism takes up a lot of energy, and that energy could be positively redirected into your journey. So in doing that, your next step would be to take each one of those negative thoughts and write down 3 positive counter thoughts. So taking the one like, oh, I'm so unfit. So we could go, this is really challenging me. Because then you're looking at, it's a fact, it's challenging you, but it's not saying this is hard, which is again pretty like limiting, and allows you to sort of, you know, notice the fact that you are letting yourself be challenged by something. Another one might be, Okay, an extension. This is really challenging me. I am so proud of myself for showing up. Because you so easily could not have shown up. So your next extension could be, okay, this is challenging me. I am so proud of myself that I have shown up, and in showing up consistently, I'm only going to get fitter and fitter and stronger. So do you see how much more powerful that is than going, oh, I'm so unfit? So while it feels like that might be a lot of work to do, it is that foundational work, that subconscious work, the things that are behind the actions, like the actual eating and workouts, that make the difference, because how you relate to your journey and your experience is going to be the difference between you cussing yourself out and using all your energy in just feeling crap, basically, and changing that energy to bigging yourself up and noticing that you are making effort to make changes and being your best cheerleader, basically. So if you find that useful, hit the follow button so that you can see more. I'll link the videos of the ones that I've done so far into the comments. It's a URL, but still. And let me know in the comments how you're getting on with addressing some of these changes. Rooting for you!